Welcome back to Narrator Nerd. Today, I am going to explain a Japanese movie called Leverleaf, which is released in 2018. The movie starts with the main character, Haruka Nozaki, opening her school locker. Inside, she finds it full of dirt and dust. A handsome and smart classmate of hers, named Henry, walks up and asks if she is waiting for someone. Nozaki says yes, and hearing this, Henry smiles and says goodbye. Later, while Nozaki is walking home, some of her classmates start bullying her. They have stolen her shoes from the locker and thrown them into a pit full of mud, laughing at her. Nozaki steps into the pit to get her shoes back but slips and gets completely covered in mud. As she picks up her shoes, the girls start throwing her books and things from her bag all over the ground. One of the girls, named Mary, says they are doing this because Nozaki has played with Linda's feelings. But Linda says it is not true. It has nothing to do with Henry. Nozaki quietly picks up her things and walks home without saying a word. When she reaches home, her sister Sophia starts crying when she sees her in such a terrible condition. Her mom and dad also join in, and the family hugs her, trying to comfort her. The next day, Nozaki's father goes to school to complain about the bullying. He talks to a teacher named Miss Annabella, but she doesn't seem to care. Instead of helping, she suggests that Nozaki should stop coming to school until she graduates. Later, Nozaki goes back to her classroom and finds those 3 bully girls scratching on her desk. They also throw sawdust in her face. Meanwhile, her father is attacked by one of Nozaki's classmates, Kevin, while he is leaving the school after talking to Miss Annabelle. Kevin kicks him and Nozaki's father falls down the stairs. During class, while Miss Annabelle is teaching, drops of blood suddenly drip onto Nozaki's desk from a dead crow placed right in front of her. Kevin tries to call Annabelle to tell her about the crow, but she ignores the call again. Linda writes something on a piece of paper and throws it forward, but it accidentally hits Miss Annabelle. She freaks out and rushes outside only to puke, which gives the students a chance to laugh and make fun of her behavior. That evening, when Nozaki returns home, she is shocked to see her father badly injured. He tells her she doesn't need to go to school if she is scared or being bullied. He reminds her that they moved here because of his job, so it is his duty to protect his family. The next morning, Nozaki has a fever. Her mother tells her to stay home and rest. Later, her sister Sophia checks on her. When Nozaki says she is fine, Sophia starts happily dancing around. Back at school, the bullies are talking about Nozaki again because she is absent today. They decide to send someone to check on her. They pick a classmate named Rumi and threaten her. They say to Rumi that if she doesn't bring Nozaki back to school, she will be their next target. Rumi goes to Nozaki's house and finds her sleeping in bed. She sits beside her and asks if she is okay. Nozaki says she is not coming back to school until graduation. Hearing this, Rumi panics and says that if she doesn't come, the bullies will start torturing her instead. Before leaving, Rumi takes a few pictures of Nozaki as proof that she really visited her, and asks for a music CD so she can show the others. The next day, since Nozaki is still absent, Rumi becomes the new target. The bullies lock her inside a cupboard and start torturing her. Her hair is being cut randomly by Linda. When Linda asks if she hates Nozaki, Rumi screams that she wants to kill her. Meanwhile, Nozaki and her sister are happily walking down a forest road where they meet Henry taking photos. He smiles and takes a picture of the sisters together, saying it is the first time he has ever taken a photo of people. The next day, Nozaki looks at the photo Henry took and she really loves it. Outside her house, Henry is waiting for her. Nozaki waves goodbye to her family and leaves the house with Henry. They spend the whole day walking along the river, taking pictures and enjoying each other's company. Henry says the city will look even more beautiful after the snow. He accidentally touches her hand and immediately apologizes, but she says it is okay. Then he purposely holds her hand and she smiles. On their way home that night, they notice the college bullies walking past, staring at Nozaki's house. From a distance, Nozaki sees smoke and fire. Her house is burning. She runs to the scene where a crowd has gathered. She tries to get inside the burning house, but Henry and the crowd pull her back. She screams in panic and grief. Henry goes into the house and pulls out the body of her little sister. The girl is badly burned but still breathing. They rush her to the hospital in an ambulance. Nozaki's parents appear to have died in the fire. At the hospital, Nozaki's grandfather comes to visit. Nozaki waits anxiously outside the ICU where her sister is being treated. For now, she is staying with her grandfather. At school, the bully group grows terrified. They worry that if anyone finds out they started the fire, they will be ruined. Two girls among them are especially shaken because they can't believe they burned people alive. But others show no remorse at all. Later, at Linda's home, her father tells her she must obey him and he will decide her future. Linda says she wants to be a beautician, but her father ignores her and leaves the house without saying when he will be back. The next day, everyone is shocked to see Nozaki come to school. Henry tells her she shouldn't force herself to be there. In class, when Nozaki asks the two girls something, they suddenly run outside. Mary, the two girls, and Nozaki walk toward the same pit where Nozaki was humiliated before. The two girls try to stop Mary, but she stabs Nozaki with a pin, making her fall into the pit. Mary then admits they set the fire at Nozaki's house. When Mary again tries to attack Nozaki with a knife, she is struck by a nail. Using this opportunity, Nozaki fights back and beats Mary to death. The other two girls try to flee and beg for mercy, but Nozaki catches them and kills them brutally as well. One dying girl says the whole fire plan was Kevin's idea. The next day at school, those three girls are missing. Kevin and his friends start to worry. Seeing police outside the school, they start panicking. Kevin decides to go home, saying it is so cold outside. On his way home, he runs into Nozaki and tries to bully her again. When he pushes her, Nozaki stabs him in his stomach. He runs for his life but falls down a slope. Now he is badly injured and can't move of his own. Nozaki leaves him there to die in the cold. Heavy snow falls the next day. Grandpa tells Nozaki that school is closed so she can rest. Henry visits her at her home. Grandpa says he plans to take Nozaki and her sister Sophia back to Tokyo after graduation and asks Henry to watch over and protect her until then. Meanwhile, at Rumi's house, two boys call to say the three girls and Kevin all are missing. They claim Nozaki killed them all and are now coming after Rumi next. They threaten her and tells her that she must act before Nozaki finds her. They also say that they will finish her tomorrow. The next morning, Nozaki walks alone through the woods. She stops to look at a beautiful lever-leaf flower. Suddenly, the two boys attack her. They underestimate her and decide to split up to catch her. One of the boys, named Ivor, finds Nozaki and pushes her to the ground. He says he likes her a lot and tries to kiss her. When she refuses, he tries to force her. Suddenly, Nozaki grabs a pair of pliers and attacks him. From a distance, the other boy aims an arrow at Nozaki, but it goes straight through Ivor's head, killing him instantly. Shocked, the boy then tries to attack Nozaki himself, but she stabs him and brutally kills him too. In the next scene, the parents of the three missing girls are at the school, angrily complaining about their daughter's disappearance. The next day, Henry visits Nozaki and they go out for a walk together. They reach the same spot where Henry once said the city would look beautiful covered in snow. There, they share their first kiss, and Henry promises to always protect her. Later at home, Henry tells his grandmother that he wants to move to Tokyo for further studies and live with Nozaki, since she now has no one else left to take care of her. Meanwhile, Rumi goes near the same pit where Nozaki was once bullied. She slides down into it and finds the dead bodies of the three girls. Terrified, she tries to call Linda to tell her what she saw, but Linda doesn't answer her calls. Here, a flashback shows Rumi saying she wanted to kill Nozaki, even talking about pouring kerosene and burning her inside her house. Then we see Rumi carrying a gallon of kerosene, walking toward Nozaki's house. Linda decides to go back home while the others keep moving ahead. In the next scene, Linda visits Nozaki's house. When she doesn't find anyone there, she starts heading back, but on the way, she meets Nozaki. Linda gives her the music CD that Rumi had given her and says she listened to it all night. A flashback shows that Linda and Nozaki used to be best friends, but their friendship changed when Nozaki started getting close to Henry. Before leaving, Linda apologizes to Nozaki for everything she did to her. On her way home, Rumi suddenly attacks Linda with a knife. Rumi stabs Linda in the leg and laughs as Linda screams in pain. But Linda fights back and kicks Rumi, cutting her face. Still, Rumi manages to stab Linda in the chest before running away. In the next scene, Henry calls Nozaki to tell her that he plans to join her in Tokyo so they can live together. But Nozaki says she is not going to Tokyo. She wants to stay where she is now. After the call, we see blood on Henry's hand. He gets very furious after hearing Nozaki's answer. He slams the phone down and walks over to his grandmother, who is lying on the floor, badly hurt. It is revealed that Henry attacked his grandmother because he wanted to be with Nozaki. It also turns out that he killed his own parents. We learn that Henry was abused by his father when he was a child. Now he leaves his grandmother on the floor to die. Meanwhile, at Rumi's house, she is very scared and nervous. When her mother asks what's wrong, Rumi stabs the door and yells at her mother not to be so nice to her. At school, the parents of the missing students gather to demand answers. Miss Annabelle arrives there and the parents start shouting insults at her. Miss Annabelle finally explodes her anger. She screams that she has also been bullied every single day and she vomits again. She stumbles into the road and gets crushed by the snow shredding machine to die instantly. Meanwhile, at the hospital, Rumi tries to burn Nozaki's sister Sophia. Nozaki arrives just in time and attacks Rumi. When Rumi taunts her, saying she shouldn't kill someone in front of her sister, Nozaki leaves her and Rumi runs away. While Nozaki is talking to Henry, a nurse rushes in and tells her that her grandfather is in the hospital, badly injured. Now Nozaki becomes suspicious of Henry and checks his hands. Her suspicion becomes true as she finds Henry's hand full of blood. Henry explains that it is from an injury he got while trying to talk to his grandmother the night before. Then Rumi shows up and reveals the horrifying truth. She and the others were the ones who set Nozaki's house on fire. They burned Nozaki's mother alive outside the house. Rumi says she loved the smell of the fire. When Nozaki's father came running to help, one of the boys shot him in the leg. Rumi then started pouring kerosene all over Nozaki's father and her little sister Sophia. Even though the others tried to stop her, Rumi was the one who set them both on fire. After hearing this, Nozaki loses her control and tries to attack Rumi, but Rumi stabs her first. Henry then jumps in and brutally attacks Rumi, throwing his bag toward Nozaki during the fight. When Nozaki picks up the bag, she finds a photo inside. It is a picture of her father and sister burning alive. She realizes Henry took that picture before saving her sister. Furious and heartbroken, Nozaki demands to know why Henry did this. Henry calmly explains that he took the photo because he was fascinated by what he saw. Filled with rage, Nozaki pulls the knife out of her stomach and tries to stab Henry. Henry becomes furious and starts punching her in the face repeatedly. Then he grabs his camera to take a picture of her bruised face. He notices the Leverleaf flower blooming nearby and starts taking photos of it. He tells Nozaki to promise that she will stay with him. If she refuses, he will leave her to die in the cold. While he is distracted, Nozaki quietly grabs the bow and arrow left behind by one of the guys she killed earlier. She aims and shoots at Henry. The arrow flies straight through the camera and into Henry's eyes, killing him instantly. After Henry's death, Nozaki tries to walk home, but she is badly injured and weak. She takes out the necklace her little sister gave her, looks at it one last time, and collapses on the snowy road. In the final scene, Linda receives her graduation certificate. She walks into the classroom and remembers the days when she and Nozaki were best friends. And the movie ends here. So friends, if you enjoyed the movie, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video.